What it do? What it do, nephew? Do you have the skills to pay the bills? Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have been doing well. I've been doing okay. I haven't done too many of these live streams lately, but you know, trying to do more, trying to give back. Hey, baby girl, crazy eyes. You don't want the smoke. She knows that. She thinks you don't want the smoke is like we trying to fight and play. No, okay. You can tell I say that to her too much. Okay. Get up here. Oh. No, careful. You can't rip this. I just gotta use this soon. What's going on, Mary? Is that Marie? Mary? How's everyone doing, man? Hey, mouth breather. I have been very busy with work. This week was a little bit more mellow. Last 2 weeks were a little bit hectic for me, so it's been kind of nice to have a little bit more of a mellow week. Her name is Boise, and the one in the background there is Gator. So learning a lot, having a lot of fun. Do you think older people entering tech face discrimination in entry-level jobs because they associate entry-level with younger people? I mean, I think generally speaking, that's probably an association that occurs. I think it really depends on your attitude. But it is something that's going to occur. I don't think it's as prevalent or it should stop anybody. It's just going to be one of the obstacles you have to overcome. That's all. So often we think about all the things that could go wrong, all the negativity, all the unfairness, and we don't necessarily put enough time thinking about all the things that could go right. And so when thinking about questions like that, I'd encourage you to think about all the things that could go right and how your life could change with some hard work. Do I think it's going to stop you from ever entering the field? No. Do I think there's going to be one or two people along the way that could discourage you? Absolutely. We don't live in a perfect world. Have I ever done any freelancing? Yes. Not a fan. Honestly, nowadays, I'd rather spend my time mentoring and mentoring and what do you call it? And building courses. I'll be building another course for LinkedIn in May. And I keep harassing the guys at Scrimba for more work, but hasn't happened yet. So we'll see. I'm thinking this weekend I might put together a course example of something I want to build, and we'll see what they have to say. See if I can coerce them into a nice course. Developers say never call yourself a junior dev. Agree or disagree? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of organizations that if they put junior in your title, it's really there to pay you less. I'm in the Tampa area for now. But generally just refer to yourself as a developer. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What kind of project can you build as front-end developer to get a job? Build a CRUD application, something with APIs, asynchronous programming. That's usually pretty good. So, yeah, man, I'll be honest. I'm a little bummed that Attack on Titan uh, final season part 1 is over. That it looks like it's about to go down. A CRUD application, create, read, update, delete, API type project. You build a lot of back office tools when you start. All right. How do you write test code? Well, if you go on Scrimba, I actually have an introduction to unit testing course. And if you wait until, well, in May, I'm recording, so probably end of July. I'm actually listening to the Jujutsu Kaisen purple theme in the background right now. So yeah, I have to listen to it. Listen, everyone's hard until Gojo Sensei shows up. Any fresh ladies in my life? No, there's been a little bit of a rekindling with the ex. Kind of had like a serious conversation, which didn't go over the best today. I don't know. I'm like emotionally stupid. I'm very like I'm much more okay talking about my insecurities. Um but like I don't think I'm able to communicate it properly sometimes. And maybe I make it worse. I don't know. But yeah, with Cat. So basically we're doing like the friends with benefits thing. But like we're basically in a relationship. And I was just confused. Cuz like I was feeling guilty like do I go on dates? Do I this or that? Cuz like sort of some of the issues that we decided to break up on, we kind of cooler heads prevailed, and we've been working on those things since we've been broken up, and it's been working out. So, um, I don't know, man. I think part of it, and I was talking to my buddy Ricky about this, like just before this call, is that I am, I'm so alone all the time, so I'm left with my thoughts quite a bit, and I don't have a lot of social interaction, and that leads me to overthink things sometimes. So, does she watch my videos? So occasionally she'll hop in the live stream. She's busy right now, so there's no way she'll catch this. She's going to like a family dinner or something. Is she in tech now? Um, that's probably one thing I wish, like, and I definitely do overthink things. Like I've been talking about selling or renting this house and going back and forth on it for years. Like even before I worked at Amazon. Um, which now I'm keeping it. Just as of this moment, 8 minutes and 32 seconds into the live stream, I'm keeping the house and then buying another one. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, man, I just don't. It's a weird scenario to be in, because like real engineers are always alone. Jesus, I don't want to be alone anymore, man. Don't want to settle down with the wrong person. I can think of an ex where I tried to do that. But yeah, man, it's I'm still moving. Yeah, um, I'm actually getting some additional details about that. Um, trying to find out if there's room to go to Austin instead of Seattle. Um, not sure if that's going to be the case, but um, trying to get an answer to that. When I went to Austin, I really liked it. So I was in Austin for 10 days about 3 weeks ago. Um, but yeah, I'll be keeping the house. I've decided. Um, yeah, I think I part of it is my job fully remote even after COVID. No, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. part of it is I'm kind of in limbo. I don't know, man. It was a strange conversation. I, as she would say, stirred the pot, and then I kind of shut down because I was like uncomfortable talking about it. But gotta do better. Um, Dude, I love this Purple Thing song by Gojo Sense. I must have listened to it an hour-long loop of it for like 4 hours yesterday while I was working. Um, have I been doing some self-improvement? I've been trying, man. What's my salary these days? Do you really wanna know? I mean, I'll answer it, but it's kind of obscene at this point. Um, like, I don't know, I feel kinda I'll make, with side projects, a little less than 300 this year. So, and of that, between stock and income and, sign-on bonuses and things like that, it's about 235. You're gonna get a live shirtless Dylan? Yeah, it's I ain't hating on it. I've been doing pull-ups and a little bit of the ab wheel, but I'm definitely not in the best shape. This breakup set me back a little bit, even though it's been like even though we've been sort of rekindling since pretty much day one. It was like 3 days in. Um, I don't know, man. I like to think that I fully recovered from any mental health issues I had the last year, but I these last couple weeks made it. I think maybe I didn't recover as much as I thought I did, so I'm just gonna do a little soul searching, which is good because I think that's I looking objectively and being like, hey, to myself, not to anybody else. Hey, am I feeling this way because it makes sense, or am I feeling this way because I'm damaged? And if I'm damaged, what am I going to do about it? So, it's one of those things. Because I've been eating like shit. I actually, I just got ordered Factor 75 start being delivered 12 meals a week today. Um, but yeah, I've been trying to. These last 3 weeks have been kind of thrown off. Um, Therapy is a start, dude. I've tried therapy. I'm not a fan, man. I don't know. I've done therapy like 5, 6 times in my life, and it's just never been something that, which is really weird because part of my mentoring is very therapeutic for a lot of people, and it's about lowering their stress levels and like making sure that they're emotionally stable and mentally stable to go and communicate and succeed in their job. And so, like, I understand that benefit of it. It just doesn't do it for me. Um, Timothy, just respond and see what they say. Yeah. Do I save and invest most of my money? Yeah, close to it. Um, have I ever invested in NFTs? Don't get me started on NFTs. You buy this you buy this live stream as an NFT for $1,000. It's yours. Uh, are you and her a bit oversensitive? I think it is. One, yes, I think I'm definitely a little oversensitive. Um, I think my previous relationship with April may have left me codependent. And just because she didn't really have a life outside of me. And so there's an adjustment period. And part of being all alone, which I am, my family isn't here. Most of my friends aren't. Friends I have here are kind of introverted, although I'm seeing them tomorrow, do dinner and things like that. Is that I have found a lot of joy in spending time with a partner, and working remotely, and that lack of social interaction. It really gets to you over time when all you do is hang out with dogs. So, uh, do I think I'm a bit oversensitive? I think I overthink things, and that can be considered as oversensitive. Uh, is she though? I wouldn't say that. I would say that there are subjects that have sensitivity. I think that's different. Um, all I do is hang out with my 6-year-old son. Yeah. You know what's strange is I don't even want kids anymore. Like not like there was a short like couple months back where I just really wanted kids really bad. And this is where I'm saying like I think I might be a little more damaged than I think I, you know, may want to admit. Um my parents have been calling me nonstop since the breakup. My dad's been texting me and it's really nice. It's just not familiar. um but yeah, I mean I eventually want kids, but there's a very strong urge to have kids as quick and fast as possible. I'm getting old and um that's been kind of gone. 2021's been great, man. I've been working at Amazon, I've been learning a ton. Um I really like the team I'm on. Um I fell in love. That's always good. um it's it's been good, man. I've been saving money. I think someone asked me about how much money I save on average. North of 60%, something like that. I have to look and go down. It's kind of hard because I save about 50% of my paycheck, and then uh, when I say save, I mean invest, or pay down the house. And so, um, you know, I did treat myself to a trip to Austin. Whew, I must have dropped $5,000. It's been a while since I've spent like thousands of dollars. When we went to Austin, I mean, we had 2 or 3 $300+ dinners. Like I didn't care. Like whatever we wanted to do, we were doing it. Like and I had a blast. Probably spent $800 just on Ubers for the places. Yeah, it was a good time, man. Yeah. Uh if only we didn't break up after we got back from that trip. It was just uh but yeah, man, it was a good trip. It's probably my favorite vacation I've had in a very long time. Big oof. Are there other Amazon coworkers also self-taught? Um, Not that I've met yet. I'm sure there are, but I haven't really asked anybody. Like I haven't gone around and been like, "Hey, you got a computer science degree? Or are you self-taught?" I haven't done that. I'm sure there are though. Any recommendations or cautions? Establish a good routine when working remote. Have a have a still a morning commute, like, whether it's a walk around your every morning I walk around my complex, my my community, and all that jazz. When's the next vacation? It's actually supposed to be this weekend. I was supposed to go with Kat, to where they're going. They're doing, like, a little family Easter trip, but, obviously that's not happening. Um, but I don't know, man. Probably not anytime soon. Um, I'll be relocating in the next few months. That's, like, the biggest thing. I'll be flying out to Seattle or Austin, with my dad, and he's gonna go house hunting with me. So that'll be cool. That'll kinda be like a vacation. I'll take some time off, I'll get a dog sitter, and, oh, lack of social interaction with remote? I mean, Matt R, I don't know if I can give you the best advice. I chat with a lot of people online. I got a lot of friends, a lot of social interaction that way. Um, that helps. But obviously, I'm not handling it the best, so maybe I don't have the greatest advice. Any thoughts on QA versus developer earning potential? You're always going to make more money as a software engineer than you are a QA. Mountain biking? Yeah, I've been thinking about picking up poker again. Sunday, I'm thinking of going and playing a tournament. That's been a hobby of mine in the past. I enjoy it, but it's not good for me. At least I don't think it's good for me. I don't know. I very much so like being in this sort of like if this is my emotional state, I like it like this. Gambling and poker, it's like this, and I don't like that. So, I might go play some tournaments and things like that. Austin is expensive, but I've not moved to Seattle yet. No. Yeah, it's funny. I was on Fishbowl. If you know what Fishbowl is, Fishbowl is like it's a professionals app where they'll like validate where you work, and you can like anonymously post questions and get them answered by other employees at companies and read things like that. It's basically a Reddit. I don't want to say exclusive Reddit, but it's a Reddit designed for companies, and for people to ask questions anonymously and answer them. So it's really cool. But I was reading about like what people do with their extra money, and some people day trade, and like the responses on that were like, "Yo, if you want to hate yourself or love yourself, day trading is it." Yeah, man. Yeah, for me, it's hard to. Yeah, Waldo, you get it. Chatting online will never be the same as in person. As humans, we need that, even us introverts. Yeah, and I think part of that for me is it's hard to communicate. Um, One of the things about remote and being single, um, is it's hard to communicate. Like I say this, and as I'm not depressed, I'm not, in a horrible mood or anything like that. I'm generally pretty happy, um, but I have moments of loneliness, and fairly frequently. And so, like right now, I'm feeling kind of lonely, so I hop on a live stream just to chat, right? It helps. But it's really hard to communicate to somebody for them to really understand, be able to walk in your shoes a bit of like, you know, being needy in that aspect when, you know, if you're, I haven't seen my parents in years. Put that in perspective, years. Um, you know, uh, and I'm not somebody who needs to see them all that frequently. More so as I've gotten older. Um, um, so anyhow, I started to communicate a feeling of loneliness uh, to somebody, and even if they try to be empathetic, you can try to be empathetic. You don't always get there, and I've suffered with empathy for other people in certain regards myself. So maybe I'm what's the word when you uh, maybe I'm looking into things too much, but um, you know if you're surrounded by friends and family and like you work in a social environment and you know it's hard to be in the mindset of what it's like living my life, where at times all it feels that's going right is career and money, and that gets um, very lonely very quickly. So, um, you know, maybe doing a better job of communicating that. I don't know. Let me go grab another beer. But yeah, so things are good though, and it is what it is. Um, I wish I had more work to do. It makes my life a little bit easier. I like React and GraphQL. Not the biggest fans. Well, do I think it's better than traditional REST APIs? No. I think it's I think it's I think it's an anti-pattern. uh, so I have my own thoughts about GraphQL. Honestly, you know what I've generally considered doing? This is a real thought I've had. I've thought about picking up League of Legends again and playing it for 4 or 5 hours a day every day. That's a real thought I've had. That's what I used to do back in college was and just like trying to get super good at video games. Any new courses soon? Uh I did that last month, not a good idea. Yeah, see, this is why I've been avoiding it. And I started playing a little bit of tower defense on Warcraft 3. What makes a brilliant developer? A little bit of extra effort of increasing a little bit every day. How about taking on some side projects or client work? I have some side. Most of my course building has come to a halt till May, and I've essentially begged Scrimba to give me more work, but they don't have anything for me. So, it's just one of those things where I got to figure out something. Stone Cold. Oh, my cleaning lady's wishing me a happy Easter. Happy Easter to you too. What I study in college? Drop out twice. Do I have social anxiety? I can. I wouldn't say I naturally have social anxiety. Uh, I I think I have. I think I'm an anxious extrovert. No, I don't play Valorant. I didn't like it. Don't you have a site you can get clients through? Nah, people just come to me now through LinkedIn or email or something. I started doing mentoring. That's taking up a couple hours a week. Amazon work is very challenging. It's very rewarding. Honestly, I'm very happy with Amazon. For mentoring, what are your fees for reviewing resume and portfolio? I tell you what, I've been using this site called Mentor Cruise, and they have some one-offs on here, and I can set it up. Let me see what they have. Like so typically most of my mentees book me for a month at a time. So they have a 30-minute provide resume feedback. That's $50. So that's sort of a one-off thing. But that's probably what you're looking for. I can't really talk about the interview process. I just found out one of my good buddies started a fitness nutrition chain this last 7 years. Because I saw he moved to Florida. I caught up with him a little bit. Just started him and two of his college buddies started a fitness like nutrition store, like a GNC type of thing. And they had 67 locations and just sold out. I was like, God bless. Good for you, man. Make that money, dog. Have I tried going to meetups? Do I still feel like a top contributor of my dev team? Nope. I feel like I am a everyday Joe. Just made in the 100K salary range. Good for you, man. Data structure and algorithms will help you become a better software engineer, including the front end. So I encourage you to do it. But yeah, if there was like can you ask what side projects that I work on that generate income? Sure. I can even go over that income if you like. I know you guys like money. I don't mind. Yeah, I have my YouTube channel. Uh, no, my first job was not like my fifth job was at Amazon or fourth job, whatever it's been. It's hard to keep track. Let me 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So my fifth job was at Amazon. How many times did you want to stop learning? Probably once. Just I wanted to stop though. It doesn't mean I did. But yeah, so I have my YouTube channel that generates ad revenue, a little bit of affiliate money. I have courses on Thinkster, Udemy, and Scrimba that generate income. And then I do mentoring as well. And then the occasional one-offs. So no, I only did like the crash course on Algo Expert, and then I did like the first 10 problems. How did I get started with mentoring? Originally, people reached out to me on YouTube, and then like I do these all the time, so I'm cool with just like answering questions. Difference between a software engineer and a web developer about $100,000 or $50,000 depends. But yeah, I'd do you ever see myself quitting programming like John Sonmez? I don't know what I'd do. I mean, even if I wanted to, like, truly, what would I do? That's a real question. Like, I'm a 2-time college dropout. Are you just saying if I make enough money? Like, I don't know of a single job that's going to pay me 200 plus with no degree. Like, you ever do these with these pants off? Come on, man. Listen, this is a sweatpants household. I'm working in sweatpants all the time. But no, do I ever think I'll quit software engineering? No, I think I'll generally just keep progressing my career. So yeah. I mean, even if I made enough money, like define enough, like if I had $3 million in the bank, that's probably the amount I would need to live off of without having to touch it financially. That's probably a good nest egg. You know, they say like investment books, not financial advice, says that you can live off 4% of your nest egg without affecting the principal. So 4% of $3 million is about $120,000 a year. And then you still have $3 million in the bank. So do I count that place in? I don't know. I pretend it never happened. So what webcam am I rocking? The Logitech something or another 1080p type camera. So when you first became a dev, at first job you were putting in like 80 hours a week. Do you think that was needed? It was for me. Like I was going to make sure I kept my job. I didn't move across country to lose it. And again, it's all paid off, but at what cost? Like I don't have much of a social life. It's kind of weird too, because like most of the friends I have made are from women I've dated. Because it's kind of hard when you're older, dude, to make friends if you don't already have friends. Does that kind of make sense? Like, but it's normal to date. So you date people, you get to know them, then you become their friend or you don't. And then, things work out or they don't. And sometimes when they don't work out, you can then be like, okay, well, we either hate each other, which, that happens. Or or you go and, you stay, civil. You should always be civil, but also part of the problem with my hobbies is they're very solo. They're coding, they're gaming, they're poker. How did I get my first full-time job? I studied and I applied. Master of the Mesh, you don't have to have the same life I want, but not everyone's going to be okay with that, right? What if your return is 30%? Good luck. Good luck. Should try some physical hobbies. Yeah. I'm trying to be a better dog dad. That's a little physical. Where are your dogs? They're here. Boys is right here, and Gator's over there. I've been working on boys' separation anxiety. So how long have I been coding? About 9 months or a year before I got my first job. Try to learn guitar. I'd rather play Beat Saber. I've been playing Beat Saber like every night. I put in a good 10 minutes of Beat Saber every day. 1v1 me, bro. I don't want to learn guitar. I mean, I'd rather take like a pottery class. Connor and Dustin again? Who you got, Dustin? Dustin's going to piece him up again. Really pleased I'm kicking ass. You admire dedication, honesty. I try to be honest, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Dustin's gonna piece up Connor again. That was so one-sided. Play Rocket League? No. I'm about to bust out the Modern Warfare 2. Straight talking some schmack. It was about 9 to 12 months before I got my first coding job. So will I ever date a mother? I dated one single mother. One other previous girl before this. And she is a very sweet girl. But the issue there was it was kind of, even though I only dated her for like 3 or 4 months, there was a little bit of a heartbreak of having a young child around 6 or 7 that you've grown attached to that like now is no longer associated with you, because that's the reality. I didn't mind dating somebody who had a kid. Didn't bother me at all. Just made some adjustments here or there. But having gone through that process, like breakups are hard enough as it is. I would never do that again. You sound like when you fall for a girl, you fall hard and fast. Definitely has been true in the past. There's truth that my emotional well-being is tied. There's a tight coupling, as we'd say in software, to my emotional well-being and my partner. How do I meet these women? I've met some people through friends that have introduced me. I've met some people through dating sites usually. I don't listen, man. People have exes. Who am I to be like, oh, you have an ex? Kat works with her ex. That Kat being my ex-girlfriend that we were rekindling apparently. That her ex and her met through their work. So not really stoked about that, but it's not something to be losing sleep about or be upset. Do I get anxious about meeting people for the first time? No, not really. As far as exes with kids, never once was an issue. Really, the only reason I wouldn't date, if the opportunity came along, and I should say wouldn't. My preference. A good person comes along with a kid. Of course, like anything else, you take good opportunities. But I wouldn't. I'd be a little bit more hesitant to be. I'd be hesitant to watch the kid, to interact with the kid, to that's where I'd probably my hesitation would be if I was to do that. I having gone through it once. What I think Khabib's retirement? Khabib said he's been retired. Khabib's been retired for like 9 months. A man like that does not go back on his word. I don't know what people were thinking. Khabib's gonna stay retired forever. I don't know forever, but like he definitely was retired like 9 months ago. Yeah, things like Tinder and whatnot. Do I have a problem with life's priorities? What's life's priorities? um, am I still friends with any of my exes? Uh, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm not friends. I don't talk with them too often. Um, there's a point in time where I called one of them for advice about my current situation, and they took my call. And we had a conversation, and part of the reason I found that valuable was to get insight into what it was like dating me. So, uh, you kind of, that helps provide context for me of, hey, how are you? I have some questions. uh, but yeah, I wouldn't say there's any of them that hate me. It's not like we're close though. Not anymore. I mean, I dated April for almost 10 years, so it's like one of those things where, she can probably call me anytime. She called me a decade from now. I'd take her call and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" That's more of a respect thing, right? Like, um, so how old am I? I'm 33. I have a couple buddies that tell me I need to stop dating 25-year-olds. they're like, they're like, dude, you're fine. Stop dating these. Stop dating these young women. Um, I don't think it has anything to do with it though. But maybe I'm in denial. All right, guys. A friend of mine's calling me, so I gotta go. Wish you all the best. Have a good week. Work hard, keep studying, and do all that jazz. Focus on your mental health. Focus on your inner strength. Focus on your physical health. You know, shirtless live stream with the six pack coming soon. Doing the John Sonmez Bulldog mindset. Mm, any day now. Watch out, John. Watch out. I'll see you guys later. Bye.